Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Just started the intro before play. Let's watch some Philomena Cunk, shall we, fellas? Guys, everyone. Don't care what... go. Moments of wonder.
Computers are all around us, in offices, computer shops, and computer repair shops. It's hard to think of anything that doesn't have a computer in it, except cows. And they've probably got computers in them now. Computers have become part of our culture. Scenes like this are commonplace. You have to ask the question, are we looking at the computers or are the computers looking at us? Even though the answer to that question is obvious, it sounds spooky. The computer was invented by Charles Babbage in 1822, but it didn't have a screen, so no one knew what it was doing. Konrad Zuse managed to invent a proper one in Germany in 1936, but that one got bombed up by the British. And that meant we could invent it first again, thanks to a man called Alan Turing here at Bletchley Parks in War II. Unlike today's computers, this early computer is made of transistors and pipes. And as you can see, it's absolutely huge. And the mouse has gone missing, but it must have been the size of a car. The invention of the computer was of primary benefit to one particular group of people, video game players. Until computers, they'd had to play the games using a pen and paper or coloured bits of dough. A game of Pac-Man could take 3 days just to set up if the peas kept rolling off the table. The computer changed all.
Okay, okay. I thought this was serious for a second.
Rolling off the table. The computer changed all that. There's almost nothing a person can do that a computer can't, except ride a horse. So lots of jobs have been replaced by computers. Perhaps one day we'll have a computer queen, with the real queen just used for the bits that are on a horse. In the future, I'd be able to ask a computer about computers, but for now, I'll have to speak to a human who is an expert in computers. So, are you a computer expert?
I'm Dr. Sean Holden, and I'm a senior lecturer in computer science at Cambridge University.
Will there ever come a time where we need 2 mouses to work a computer?
I don't think so. I think it's more likely that there'll be a time when you don't need any mouses. Things are moving now towards touchscreens.
She looks affronted. Like
There'll be a time when you don't need any mouses. Things are moving now towards touchscreens, gesture recognition, brain-computer interfaces.
So what's that?
It's where you can sense, to an extent, what someone is thinking.
Like Darren Brown?
Not as well as that.
Right.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Paul McKenna?
You might be able to make the cursor, say, the mouse pointer go left or right.
Just by thinking, go right?
Yeah, that's about where the technology is.
But how can it do that?
Phil McKenna and Pat Robertson or something?
You might be able to make the cursor, the technology is.
But how can it do that? How will it know? I don't understand.
It's possible to get some information about what your brain is doing by things like encephalograms done in a hospital. Encephalograms.
Say it again.
Encephalograms.
Cephalopod?
Encephalograms.
Guys, look at my the screen change. It's a manatee. Look at how cute he is. Okay.
Some information about what your brain is doing by things like encephalograms done in a hospital. Encephalograms.
Say it again.
Encephalograms.
Say it again.
Encephalograms.
Right.
So you can get some information about what your thoughts are doing through that kind of interface, which maybe means you're sticking electrodes on your head at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's early days.
That's amazing, isn't it? Would you get one of those?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Alan Turing, the weird man.
I love how slightly aggravated she looks at points. Like after he said there wouldn't be 2 mouses. And then here.
Why not?
Sorry.
Yeah, why not? Alan Turing, the weird man who discovered computers, is now a national hero, and people queue for ages to touch the Turing shroud. There are even computers made of cloud now. What next? A computer...
The Shroud of Turin. Is that the Jesus face cloth?
There are even computers made of cloud now. What next? A computer you can eat or fight? Computer music? Who knows? It's enough to make you wonder. Next time on Moments of Wonder, I'll be asking where your lap goes when you stand up.
Next.
Money is at the heart of the UK economy and many others. People fight for it, die for it, and put it in China pigs. So what is money?
Piggy bank.
Put simply, money is the best way we have of telling how much money you've got. Over the
I
centuries...
really like that building. Don't like the walkie-talkie tower. I've said this. The egg tower it always reminds me of Easter. But this one, I think you call it the Shard. Very cool.
Many things of telling how much money you've got. Over the centuries, many things have been used as money, including amber, wheat, eggs, travellers' checks, feathers, book vouchers, lobsters, beads, gold, leather, nectar points, rice, peas, mugs, and money. It was only the last of these that caught on. Increasingly these days, money isn't something you can hold in your hand or bite on like a pirate, because it's stored in the imaginations of computers. And some of those computers are probably here in the Bank of England. But that computer money is in crisis. UK government debt is now £1 trillion, and even one...
Guys, why are we like past the point where we build stuff out of like, even with modern machinery, I want to see buildings like this built, like, and see how it's done. Now it's all done out of steel and concrete. Well, this is concrete, I guess. You know, I just like to see how it's built. That's all.
But that computer money is in crisis. UK government debt is now £1 trillion, and even Wonga can't help. So who can? Maybe a money expert can tell us what money is and what to do. Who are you, and why are you an expert on money?
I'm Will Hutton, I'm an economist, and I'm an economic writer.
What's the difference between economics and economics?
Nothing. It's just the way you pronounce the E. I think I prefer economics to economics, but I wonder what, you could put the same question to the Chancellor and the Governor of the Bank of England and see whether they like the hardy or the softy.
Hardy or softy?
Economics, economics. Economics.
Hard soft.
Okay. Money's all stored in computers these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does a computer know what money looks like? How does it know?
Well, how does it recognize anything? How does a computer recognize,
So you don't know?
It's, you know in principle, but you don't know in detail, no.
Do you know what I think's happened? Someone's told a computer what money looks like. They've gone up to a computer and they've said, this is like a £5 note. And then that computer's told the others. When you have a coin, where is the money in that coin? If I were to take a coin and cut it open, could I take the money out of that coin and then it'd be empty?
No, the coin is a token. The whole point about the coins in your pocket is they're universally accepted as a way of buying things. That's what the money is.
How much does it cost to make a 1p piece? Because if it's less than 1p, then it's a con, isn't it? But if it's like more than 1p, then do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of not worth it then.
Yeah. It costs a tiny amount of money to create a 1p piece, and that's
So they're ripping us off.
Thank you. I'm
seems
leaving
no
now.
one really knows what money
Thank you for your expertise.
is. It will always be an unsolvable problem, like a crossword or a Rubik's Cube. Next time on Moments of Wonder, I'll be asking why there's more water in a tap than you'd expect.
Hey guys, Connor here. I did a few in a row, but I'm gonna separate them into separate videos. Love y'all. See you guys next video. The next Philomena Cunk part.